After Britain voted to leave the European Union, Brussels fears other members such as the Netherlands could leave the bloc. In the Netherlands, just as in Britain, there are big concerns over immigration and sovereignty. But supporters of the EU cite the vital role the bloc plays in the country's prosperity at the heart of the single market. Henry Ridgwell reports from Rotterdam.
Maastricht, deep in the south of the Netherlands, where the barge and the bicycle are the best ways to get around. The town's name is associated with the 1992 treaty that created the modern European Union. The treaty that was signed in this building 24 years ago set Europe onto the path of ever closer political and monetary union. But now Maastricht finds itself in the Netherlands' most Eurosceptic region. Recent polls show half of Dutch voters want a referendum on EU membership.
As a nation state, we should have our own borders, our own courts, and to make our own laws, and not the people in Brussels or the European Union.
Stassen used to be a member of the far-right Freedom Party, led by Geert Wilders, which currently tops opinion polls. Wilders has campaigned against what he calls the Islamization of Europe and has demanded that the Dutch, like the British, vote on EU membership.
Brexit is all about getting the sovereignty back. But, however, there are a lot of concerns about immigration.
Follow the barges downriver and you reach Rotterdam, Europe's biggest port. It handles 465 million tonnes of cargo every year, connecting the powerhouse economies of Northern Europe with the rest of the world.
Much of the prosperity, both in the Netherlands and Europe as a whole, that we've gained over the last decades depends on the free trade of movement, of goods, of people.
Here, an EU exit is seen as an economic disaster.
With Europe, we are 500 million people, the largest trading zone, the largest market by itself, and the Netherlands as a country is only 16 million people.
EU supporters are dismayed over Britain's vote to leave.
The United Kingdom are a major trading partner for the Netherlands. There are big historic ties.
But there are common concerns about the EU across Europe.
The basic sentiment being Brussels is regulating too much. And the other side of the story being that Brussels, that the European Union, that the European decision-making processes are far too removed from the citizens.
Dutch law makes a referendum on EU membership unlikely for now, but with elections due by March next year, contagion from so-called Brexit could be felt first in the Netherlands, one of the Union's founding members. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, Rotterdam in the Netherlands.